Hello and welcome back to the Cartoonist Studio. I'm not going to sit here and waffle for ages like I normally do because you don't want to watch me. You want to see what I can do with a piece of paper, don't you? Yes, you do. Yes, you do. I know you do. That's why you keep coming back, you mad fools, you. So without further ado, we'll go now and I'll explain everything when I've got the pencil in my hand. Is that a deal? I think it is. Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. Well, I said last video that I don't know what I'm going to do in the next one. I'll just grab a piece of paper and see where we go. Well, I grabbed a piece of paper and it had a square on it. All right, I may have done that. Ooh, what happened up there? There we go. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm doing a single panel. And also, I'm not going to be here next week to do, because it's Halloween next week, isn't it? So it was scared. Are you very scared? I get very scared at Halloween. I hide behind the sofa for the whole time. So I thought I'd do a quick Halloween cartoon. Now this is a redraw of a cartoon that ran in my Noodle Pates comic strip. Now for those of you who don't know what Noodle Pates is, it's a cartoon that I ran on Faceless Book when I was on it. Not on it anymore. They threw me off, they did. Not my fault. There's a video about that somewhere floating around. I did nothing wrong. I just fell asleep and woke up and someone had hacked me and did unmentionable things to my account. And Facebook, being the knee-jerk reactors they are, banned me on site. So, and I've not gone back there since. So I spent all that time building up an audience and Facebook decided to take it away from me. So I hate them with a passion. So there we go. So we're going to do a Halloween cartoon. Like I said, not going to be here next week because I'm on holiday. I'm taking a holiday the first time since that COVID debacle started. I'm going to Bulgaria for a few days. So there'll be no cartoon up next week. There may be stuff on my TikTok channel, because I can do that pretty much on the run. So yeah, so have a nice time out there, I think. Right, but in the meantime, cartoon single panels there. They're probably, if you come to this channel to learn how to be a cartoonist, first of all, you were duped. There's nothing serious going on here, just an eegit and a pencil. But if you do want to sort of come on here to learn the tricks and techniques of a cartoonist, then I've always said that the best way to learn that is to look over the shoulder of someone who knows what they're doing. And in lieu of that, you can watch me. I'll take any customer. I don't care. I'm not proud. But the beauty of a single panel, I'm messing around, I know. The beauty of a single panel is this. Unlike a cartoon strip, a general cartoon strip, say for argument's sake you did a cartoon strip that involved a giraffe. Should we say a giraffe? Let's say a giraffe. That sounds suitably ridiculous. Then you will only really know how to draw a giraffe or any of the other characters that may be in that cartoon strip. But if you do single panels, well, I'm drawing a witch today. Tomorrow I could be drawing a car, a Ferrari, or a Reliant Robin. If you don't know what one of those is, look them up. They're hilarious. So, you know, basically the cartoons that you draw are led pretty much by what your gag's about. So if you do come here to learn about techniques and how to draw various things, well, I guess a single panel is the best way to do it, to teach you. If I show you my graphic novel, that's all very good. If you want to draw cartoons about the characters that I draw cartoons about. So yeah, but there is what do they call them? I've forgotten already. A group of videos on my YouTube pages. Like what the hell they call collections? I don't know. Anyway, there's a bunch of them on there. There's a whole bunch of single panels, a whole bunch of videos on theme of single panels. Playlists. That's what they're called. I knew something like that. And yeah, I've done quite a few there. So go along and have a look at those. This will be added to it. They will increase as time goes by because they are fun things to do. I like doing them. If I like doing them, then you're going to have to watch them, I'm afraid. That's the way it works. Right, so in this particular one, we'll be drawing a witch and 2 policemen. Admittedly, you'll only learn how to draw a British policeman. I'll try and keep it generic, but it's quite difficult when just about every police force has their own version of uniforms and everything. Oh, no, that's that. Actually, you can see the finger because otherwise it looks like it's floating in the air. Now, we need the rubber for that, don't we? Where's the rubber? Where's the rubber gone? Here, rubber. Here, boy. Here, boy. There he is. So let's get rid of those there so we can see exactly what we're doing. Let's bring that over there, don't I? So I've got to have those some part of his fingers showing there. So it looks like it's not just hovering in the air. There, that's that. That's done. Right. Yeah, and the other beauty about redrawing a cartoon, I'll put the original one up now. It should be around here somewhere. There'll be a few changes because you don't really want to draw the same cartoon twice, do you? Even if you are drawing the same cartoon, you're going to draw it slightly differently. Maybe not completely, just slightly. And you can see whether you're improving or how you can improve. If you're not quite happy with what you've done, you can just work on it. Now I think, because this is the British police, I don't think they wear ties anymore. I think that's all gone. They used to wear those lovely sort of like pointy helmets. Shall I put one on? No. Let's go properly now, shall we? They wear sort of like peaked cap type things now. Yeah, so you kind of like learn. You continue to learn and teach yourself. And if you want to just come along and just learn to draw a few basic trick things, then obviously it's fine. You know, you impress your friends, your girlfriends, your wife, your husband, your boyfriend, whatever it is. Then you can do that here. You can use these skills for that. I don't mind. Yeah, but I like to see that I'm improving a little bit, because if you get to the stage whereby you do want to do it for a living, or you do want to make a break of it or a go of it as a cartoonist, and you find that's it, I've learned everything I could possibly learn now, I'm a cartoonist, then you might just as well give up, because you're never going to stop learning. You should always be inspired by others, and even if it's just inspired to go on better. It's very important. And then when I redraw it, of course, I may see something that I didn't see in the original thing. Oh, I'll just add that. Like now, it's just occurring to me that I could maybe have the one police officer or the second police officer that's come along, because they always hunt in packs. Although he's just standing there looking behind him, he wants to get his mate's attention. So let's have him poking. A boink boink. One of those sort of things. What do you call your police in your country? You've got a nickname for them. There's some rather nasty ones over here, so I'm not getting involved in that, because the police do have a difficult job to do, and anything goes wrong, everyone blames the police, and it is a bit unfair on them, because I wouldn't want their job. It's very, very hard. They get it right, and everyone says, yeah, well, they're just doing their job. They get it wrong, and they say, police state. and blame them for everything. Yeah, so we call them rozzers. They do get called the filth. But believe it or not, that's quite a tame one. Believe it or not, that's quite a tame one compared to some of the ones I've heard. Yeah, and we give them a shocked expression. Because what's happened in this particular cartoon strip, as you can sort of remember, if you remember, I'll put the picture back up again so we can go through it again. The police have turned up at a witch's house at night time, obviously making some kind of a complaint. And she's had a burglary, basically. So we'll put the mantelpiece here. And turn that into some kind of a fireplace. Play a little bit with perspective. You don't have to worry too much. Just a little bit, just so as everyone knows what it is that you're doing or what you're drawing. Now I could, if I wanted to, put a fire in there, but I'm not going to. I'm a little devil as I am. I'll come to that in a minute. And then over here, I don't know what it's like in your country, but a lot of the houses are built, have just been extended on over the hundreds or so years that they've been standing there. Not the modern ones, they'd be lucky if they last a month. But the older houses that have been turned into, I suppose, more modern properties, they all had fireplaces. So they've just literally, they plasterboard this, the chimney breast would go in like that and up there. So they just plasterboard it all over, all this lovely brickwork, and there's like wooden beams in there. They just plaster over it all. So yeah, there you go. There's a kind of a fireplace. Maybe the perspective's a little bit wrong on that. It probably is, so just get rid of that. See, you make mistakes, no problem. As long as you draw it light, you sketch it very, very light, you can correct anything. It's those people that get the pencils and say, right, I'm drawing something like this. Well, you can't. You try and rub that out. Well, it's still there, isn't it? So keep it light, sketch it. I'm having to do it a little bit harder so as you can see it all on the camera. And then once you're happy with it, you can always thicken it out a little bit more if you want, because you know you've got it pretty much right for what you want. I'm still not happy with that, you know. There we go. Right, and then we'll do a little bit here for the facing wall, the right angled wall. And we'll put some curtains in. Bit of valance. Now this stuff's going behind them, so the trick here is not to have much detail. Or if you're gonna have the detail, have it up here, like the folds in the curtains and what have you. Do it out of sight of them. You can't have the lines coming down here. It's just going to confuse everything. So keep it, any detail work, higher up than the characters. Also, starting from here, you're going to do a few lines like that, and then go and get them closer together until it becomes a solid. So as you look at the cartoon, you automatically know it's night outside. It's little things like that that make it all worthwhile. Right, so that would be that, and then the skirting board, I don't know what you call it around the rest of the world, but it's that piece of wood that you get at the bottom of your wall, and maybe a door, cutting in ever so slightly to that. Goes down just below the skirting board here, and then some decoration once again, keeping it above them and down here. Right, so there you pretty much have your picture. No, you don't. Oh, I tell you what, I was paying absolutely no attention there. Not for the first time in my life. Paying absolutely no attention. Why are they here? I hear you ask. I'll tell you.
They've come round and a burglar has broken into the witch's house. I'd forgotten two things. A burglar has broken into the house, right? I'll go to this bit at the end. And the policeman's come round to talk about it and wants to know, so once you found the burglar, what happened? And there's a picture of a frog. Because that's what happened. She turned him into a frog. And we'll do a few puff marks around there to show that something's happened, even though it would have happened a while ago. It's a cartoon, you got artistic license, stop picking on me. And what I was going to do here was there's your little fireplace. Normally we'd have a fire in it, but we're going to stick a little cauldron. It's nice to sometimes give a little throwaway bit with the cartoon, gag, whatever you want to call it, sight gag. Yeah, so there you have it. There's your cartoon for the week. Hope you enjoy it. I'm now going to go away and choose some suitably scary music. And I don't want to frighten you too much. And we'll ink it. And I'll ink it fast because I'm probably scared of the music. Actually, I love all ghosties and ghoulies and what have you. I wanted to go up to Whitby this year, but I couldn't. I just found out about it. Whitby, they hold the... I'm not too sure whether it's a Bram Stoker festival or Dracula festival. But Whitby was where, in the original Dracula book, when he came to England, that was where he landed. He landed in Whitby. And they do a festival every year. I think that'd be great. I'd love to go along to one of them. But I can't do it. So I'll go to Bulgaria instead and get scared over there. Right. I think that's pretty much it. If you like what you see, like and subscribe. If you've got any questions, please leave them in the comment section below. I love to hear off you. It's good to think that there's someone listening out there and has got questions for me. Yeah, obviously keep coming back for more. Share it on your social media. The channel is growing slowly. It's growing bit by bit by bit. I can't wait for it to be up in about sort of 5,000 or 6,000. At least it won't be quite so embarrassing. And we'll get to that. And also the cartoon book that this is from is called Out of the Primordial Inkpot. I love that title. I was so proud of that title. It made me look like a grown-up cartoonist coming up with proper titles. Yeah, so you can go along to Amazon. I'll leave a link in the description below for my author's page, and it'll be on there along with all the other stuff that I do. It's a good way of supporting me until I can set up things like Patreon or buy me a coffee or any of those type things. But yeah, and if you enjoy cartoons, or more importantly, you enjoy my cartoons, then that's great. Christmas is coming up. If you don't want to buy it for yourself, tell your partner. I know this idiot. I know this cartoonist, who draws stuff on YouTube, and he's got his own cartoon books. And I like them, so please buy me all of these and give him a list of everything I do. And have a jolly happy Christmas, I suppose. But we'll talk more about that as we get closer to the date. So, yeah, there we go. There's your cartoon for the week. I hope you enjoyed it. Like and subscribe, hit the notification bell and all that sort of stuff. And I hope I entertained you for another week. Did I entertain you? That's great. I'm glad I did. Although I noticed that bloke on the left. He wasn't clapping at all. I don't think he was impressed. I think he'll probably go to a different channel. Right. Thank you once again for your very valuable time. I really appreciate you being here, and I look forward to the next one, which should be in a fortnight, and I'll be able to tell you what happened to me in Bulgaria, if anything did, or even if they let me back out again. So until then, as I just said, have a great time. Thank you very much for your time, and I'll see you in a fortnight. Until then, bye-bye for now.